Be ready. Start. A further provision for consumer protection is the approval of models of weights, measures, and weighing and measuring instruments, which is recommended by the OIML. The scientific evaluation of the performance, accuracy, and dependability of weights, measures, etc. would enable the consumer to buy his requirements with greater confidence about accuracy and also give industries the facility to use more accurate measuring instruments in their production control and enable the scientists to measure accurately the quantities involved in their researches. All these benefits will contribute to national development. The law is well settled that the SOR accompanying the legislative bill could not be used to determine the true meaning and effect of the substantive provisions of a statute. However, it is permissible to refer to the same for the purpose of understanding the antecedent factual matrix leading to the legislation, the surrounding circumstances in relation to the statute, and the evil which the statute sought to remedy. It would not be appropriate to look into the circumstances which prevailed at the time when the law was passed and which necessitated the passing of the law to determine the purpose, intention, and object of the legislation. It is also well settled that though the SOR is one of the vital keys to the interpretation of the provisions of the Act, the intention of the legislature is not necessarily be gathered from the SOR only, but to be gathered from the provisions of the Act. The Act is divided into 8 parts. However, in the present petition, we are concerned with the provisions which means transfer of property in any weight, measure of other goods by one person to another for cash or for deferred payment or for any other valuable consideration, and includes transfer of any weight, measure, and other goods on the hire purchase scheme or any other system of payment by installments. Section 31 of the Act provides that the provisions of this part shall apply to goods which are intended to be sold, distributed, delivered, or otherwise transferred by weight, measure, or number in the course of interstate trade or commerce. Insofar as chapters 2nd and 3rd in the part 4th are concerned, we are not concerned with the provisions contained therein in the present petition. In the aforesaid background, the petitioners have filed present writ petition contending that the provisions of the Act do not empower the central government to define a retail sale price in excess of which the retailer has no right to sell the commodity. According to petitioners, the Act and the rules framed thereunder do not regulate or control the manufacturers. The manufacturers have absolute discretion as to what price they should charge from the distributors. Further, Statute 26 has been referred, stating that decisions taken by the committee appointed by the Academic Council or Executive Council are subject to subsequent confirmation by the said committee. In reply to the said submission, Learned Council for the University has referred to Section 18